On this expedition, we hope to fly across the South Pole into the mysterious land beyond to see what is there.
To the cameramen who made this picture, I want to give full credit. They did not hesitate to risk their lives at their job. Now the North Pole...
So I've had a few people accuse me of maybe manipulating my recent photos. I showed you guys this image of what I think is a cave left over from World War II. It's clearly a man-made object. I had a lot of people saying, "Oh, no, you put a filter on it, you changed the image." So we're going to look at it in live time. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the coordinates. I'll leave a link below. All you have to do is copy and paste. Copy it, go over to Google Maps and paste. But right here, we're going to click on that. See where it says Antarctica, okay? And we're going to go to the actual sighting. So let me zoom out a little bit to show you where we're at. And then, I have a few thoughts I want to share, and hopefully you guys can give me your feedback as well. But clearly you can see we are in Antarctica. It's kind of a tongue twister. But let me zoom in, guys. We'll have a look here. We will have a look. Only thing I don't like on the controls is when you try to zoom in, it kind of changes the image a bit. But there it is. Okay, there is the weird anomaly that, I showed you guys earlier. Okay, but let me try to get it back to its correct orientation. I believe that'll work there. Okay, but what do you guys think? Like I said, I believe it is something left over from Operation Highjump, going all the way back to Admiral Byrd, even Admiral Nimitz. Okay, we know, they went there. The expedition was going to be, the American expedition was going to be about a year, and it lasted a month. They ran out of town. I've also seen German documentaries and articles where, high-ranking military officials said, yes, we had Foo Fighters, UFOs, this weird, advanced German technology. And then NASA came out and said that, they recently, found a cave system that was as big as Manhattan in Antarctica. How crazy is that, right? They did like this geothermal, whatever, something. They did a ground survey and found tunnels, and also the picture you're looking at now, there was another entrance identical to what you're looking at now, and it's gone. Someone found it back in 2017. Now when you go to that location, it's blurred out, kind of like a moon anomaly or a Mars anomaly, but this one is still there. And like I said, I'll leave a link below so you guys can go check it out, but we'll zoom in. I want to look at it from behind, and my question is this, is it big enough, to drive a tank into, or is it something you could only walk into? I don't know. That would be one of my biggest questions. I would imagine you could at least walk into it, but again, it could be huge. I mean, it could be as big as a warehouse. We don't know. Think about, when they talk about Area 51, how on the side of a mountain, it's disguised to look like the mountain terrain, but it's actually, there's like some secret base there. Look, there is something in Antarctica. I would bet my life on it. We've had politicians go over there. Our military went there in a time of war when every dollar counted. They did this crazy expedition, Project Highjump to Antarctica. And why? Like I told you guys, that's like being completely broke and going on a very expensive, costly vacation. It doesn't make any sense. Then it should have lasted a year, and they came back within a month. That is crazy. So here we go, guys. We'll zoom in a bit. Let me see if I can rotate. Like I said, the thing about the controls here, they're very hard to work with. They don't make it easy. That's probably intentional. And then I thought, is that like some kind of ventilation shaft right there? You see this weird tube right here. I thought, is this like a ventilation shaft, or just maybe something sticking out of the ground from the original, construction or something? I don't know. This is just so crazy, guys. This is clearly a man-made object. There is nothing like this around. Look at the terrain, look at the mountains. Guys, to me, it's undebatable, right? It is clearly man-made. Just so many questions. Like right here, there's like some kind of weird, is that like a sidewalk, a roadway, or is that just a natural ice formation? I don't know. and this weird little pipe back here, you know, and you see that little hole right there, like ventilation. I mean, I'm really reaching here. I'm really trying to figure out and trying to understand what it is I'm looking at. So I don't know, guys, you know, just a quick video. I wanted to show you guys. Let me zoom back out so you know I'm, you know, not making things up. I'm not adding filters. I'm showing you the real deal. Look, and the thing is, guys, I will never bring you clickbait on the channel. And I'm showing you the coordinates. Now, if you go watch any other video on YouTube, they're afraid to show you the coordinates because they don't want you to know where it is. Why? Because they want all the credit. So there's the coordinates. I'll leave a link below. Now, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. Just, do you think it's man-made? We can start there. Like, let's start at ground zero. Is it man-made? In your opinion? And I mean, I don't think so. I really don't. And I'm not trying to be this crazy UFO nut, you know, that thinks everything, you know, is a conspiracy or, you know, out from outer space. I truly believe, you know, this is something left over from World War II. It just has that look to it, that feel to it, you know, that weird galvanized metal look, you know, that gunmetal look, that, you know, that gray look. I don't know. I mean, the dome shape on top, and there's this weird trim going around the doorway, this weird pipe out of the back. And again, are these roadways? And you can see like around the ground, it's kind of disturbed a little bit. Like, you know, it just does not, it's not natural. There's no way. So, all right, guys, leave a comment below. What do you think?
News of the rescue finds the icebreaker with Admiral Cruzen fighting her way through thickening ice to pick up Admiral Byrd and his men at Little America. Byrd is radioed for all speed.
At the base, the Admiral supervises Operation Secure. All essential records and scientific instruments are to be taken home. The planes must remain. They are stripped down with the hope that another American expedition in a future year may find them of use. Supply dumps are marked by poles. And now through the capes comes the old reliable workhorse,